Yes, Anil, you have your coffee.
Cheers. I have green tea today.
I have my lemon juice or tea. You have your tea. How are you today?
Uh, I'm good. I'm good. It's very hot here. It's supposed to be winter, but I think the afternoons are very hot.
Yes, really. And Macedonia also, it's very strange. We are very hot these days. It's not normal. But okay, we cannot do anything about it, but we can do more, really a lot about ourselves, don't
Oh
you?
yeah. Yeah.
You cannot change the maybe the environment, but the inside it's always possible to make a change.
So true.
So I yeah.
They say you can't change the wind that blows, but sure you can adjust the sail of your boat so you can decide the destination and the direction.
Yes, always nice to talk to you and be connected with you. So this time it's going to be a different topic and
Yeah.
something what is really close to you. Last time we were talking with Judith about modeling, and with you, 9th of March, we're gonna talk about Gestalt therapy, and because also in the beginning, they modeled the Fritz Perls, the founder of
Yes.
Gestalt therapy, and also in NLP there is really some things connected with Gestalt. So I really want to hear from you what we're gonna do, what we're gonna talk about it, in the master class, and yes, tell me a little bit about it.
But before that, I want to thank you for this opportunity, for being that visionary entrepreneur. I think that's something I should learn from you. I think I teach NLP and Gestalt, but I think you bring in the real life application of that and that exposure, which is there to bring such wonderful people on the platform.
Cheers about that.
Cheers about that. Well, Gestalt is all about the design, and a design is all about the balance. Yeah, and when we overdo something, or do we underdo something? Is there overcompensation? Is there avoidance? Yeah, it's in this balance that the design is built. Is the masculine energy more? Is the femininity getting suppressed? Is she placed at the pedestal of the goddess? Is the sensuality getting depleted? It's in this balance, the roles that we play and the roles that we avoid. Gestalt is bringing to surface the roles, the unfinished businesses, the, the typical behaviors that we carry from childhood, which comes from fear or unfinished aspects, etc. And to see how that is in some way suppressing our actions today from doing what we know we should do in order to probably excel in life, in business, in health, in relations.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. So
actually the
that's
most
Gestalt.
important. It's the most important, actually. It,
Yeah, it brings to light three aspects, I would say. Gestalt brings to aspect three aspects. One is the unfinished, the awareness of the unfinished, the catharsis, the melodrama, the theater, the drama there. And that's the release. And the third is the opening up to newness. It's the somatic dance there. So it's the integration of these three: the awareness, the catharsis, and then the dance.
okay, it's interesting. So, actually, it's all about awareness, but sounds very easy. But how do you become aware of something? So you
Yeah.
really have to follow yourself, see yourself with your own eyes. And I think Gestalt, I'm sure that I have a great techniques how to do that. And how do you mix that with NLP? Because you are doing NLP and Gestalt, and
Yeah. I think it's the foundation because Fritz started it all. And like Judy would say that the techniques, that the tools don't have the wisdom. The wisdom is in the skills that you practice, and therefore the wisdom is in you. It's not in these tools and techniques. And one of the beautiful aspects of Gestalt is the other side. So if I'm looking at the moon, I know that the moon is bright, but did I miss the fact that the opposite side is dark? And this is not the moon, that is not the moon. They both together is the moon because it takes two to know one.
Wow.
So the moment I say that this is me, well, there is another side of you which somehow you're missing, the other side. If I say this is day, well, to know that there is night. Awareness is to know what is there and also to know what you're avoiding. And then to dissociate and to come out and to be the observer, otherwise there is suffering in the attachment. And NLP, because we modeled, because John and Grinder, we'll just edit that, because John and Richard, they modeled Fritz Perl in the beginning, in the early days. And that's how the structure of this concept is formulated. So there's a lot from Gestalt that's there in NLP. And again, at any point in time when we say it's this or that, I think we have failed because we do not live in a binary universe.
Yeah.
It's not an either or. It's an all-inclusive universe. So how can we see more what is there and what we are missing? And that's manifestation, and that's creation, and that's the secret.
Yeah. So that's beautiful also because also what I experienced from NLP, that each trainer have the freedom. Also,
Yeah.
we have the principles and everything, but have a freedom to create it and to make it also a little bit different, or a little bit different approach. And so
Yeah.
that's why what you're talking now about Gestalt, yeah, it's also come familiar to me because I'm doing from a systemic part, from a family constellation. But when I hear you, yeah, that's the point, to see
And if you
yourself.
understand, I'm sorry, I got excited to come in.
Yeah.
If you see the systemic constellation, it comes from the part is a small part of this whole drama. That's the constellation, and that's what Gestalt is. Gestalt is the psychodrama. Gestalt is the theater. Gestalt is the matrix. Gestalt is the constellation. It's not looking at the fish. It's not looking at the water, but it says if you have to study the fish, you have to go in the environment of the water to study the fish, because that's where the fish is alive. If you bring the fish out to your laboratory table, then it's no more the fish, it's only a dead body. So are you really studying the fish in your laboratory? Is that the fish really? So to understand the constellation, what you just said, the systemic part is, I cannot separate the person from the behavior, from the context, and then the environment.
Yes.
And
That's
unless I look at
Yeah.
these four together,
Yes.
we've missed the design.
It's also important when you do work with the companies. You cannot work only with one person. You have to see
Yeah.
it also in the team, in the
Yeah.
organization. So that's why these systems are also very important. The Gestalt,
Yes.
where everything is happening, if I can say that, and why
Yeah.
you are part of it. So this is going to be for sure very interesting. I really want to know more about that. So I invite the people also with this video that to come on March 9th on your masterclass. And for sure, it's going to be very special and nice, as always is with you. Interesting. I speak to you so many times and I always hear something new, and now I have inspiration about something else. So we are all connected. That is what we are
We
talking
are.
about.
We are. Yeah. And on the 9th in the class, I think if time permits, we will take two activities. One where we will see what's the avoidance, what's the overcompensation, and then to see how can we bridge the polarity. What would it take for us to balance the overcompensation and to bridge the avoidance? That's one. Secondly, maybe we could even take the masculinity, the divine masculinity, and the sensuality of the feminine, and see the integration of those two as well.
Is this also Gestalt, or it's little
It
bit the
is.
Indian culture?
No, it's completely Gestalt, right? The yin and the yang, the male-female integration. It's very, very Gestalt, the balance of the two
I know.
polarities.
I know, but it's also you, eh? You are also living that, you are talking about that really nice. So it's going to be great. I want to thank you for this short video, but with so
Thank
many
you.
interesting things to talk about, to think about it. So it's just the beginning of something beautiful.
Yeah, it
And
is.
we're gonna stay in touch, and we're gonna see each other on Zoom 9th of March. Was it? Yes.
9th March. I will see you there when we do the Shiv and the Shakti.